I get this deep sense that holiness is not what we make of it. A sense that it's far less of a behaviour or a practice word than it is a proximity and presence word. Holiness and righteousness is more than a moral status, but rather a quality whereby our entire being is no longer existing in a space and time defined by the rhythms of chaos and caution, but of grace and reckless abandon. In the presence of the one who fully knows us and fully accepts us, we find a space of ease and freedom unlike any other. In the presence of the one who defines what it means to be holy, we can't help but become and behave more like him. This is the sense in which I mean that holiness is a proximity and presence word. You could draw a line straight to another great Johannine word, abide. Those who abide in the good vine begin to take on the qualities of the good rootstock. And this is true of the opposite parameters. Time in the proximity and presence of rotten rootstock will lead to deformed character and unrighteous practice. So, that is why I get the impression that holiness is a proximity and presence word. Are we spending more time drawing near and abiding in the good vine in such a profound and meaningful way that we become like the one in whom we are abiding? The biblical language around this is image-bearing, a vocational call to proximity and intentional presence in the same way that God has tabernacled or pitched his tent amongst us in the person of Jesus, and we experience his presence through the person of the Holy Spirit. We too must be the place where others experience the presence of God through a posture of Christ-likeness and holiness. It's not so much a set of rules, but maybe a framework that we can operate within that leads to life and living with an acute awareness of God's presence over and above the noise and the nonsense that we tend to experience with this present age. How do we transition from the old creation to the new one and begin to take on the qualities of our Creator? How do we begin to become the kind of people clothed in resurrection life and righteousness and holiness? Well, let's keep on thinking through this way of living and moving and being here together on a future Theology Thursday.